Hello, hello, and welcome to more Hero Infinite. The best part about that sound effect is I'm pretty sure it always gets clipped out by my sound filter.
Oh, that's right.
So we just get the very start and very end of it and everyone's reaction. It's Tom's scream from Tom and Jerry. For those who are wondering.
Who are all you people?
Yes, I am joined today by the wonderful players we have in this session. Going in the names from left to right, we have Bobby, played by Doodlezar.
Hi.
We have the inexplicable Ollie, played by Tristan.
Ugh, hiya, fellas.
Radical Ruby, played by Jade.
Hello there.
And Starling, played by Books and Smiles.
Hello.
Oh man, I just realized how awkwardly large the gap is between Starling and everyone else, because I swapped out the logo after aligning all the UIs. OBS.
I just realized how close Ruby is to Ollie.
Yes, that was also the thing I was realizing.
Can we hold hands?
Once again, I was getting things ready right up until the last minute because I was delayed before session.
Of course we can hold hands, character that Ruby canonically hasn't met yet.
Well, that sounds swell.
Alright.
Oh, I have a soundboard that I think is going to kill all of you. And it's literally just...
Oh.
Gun sound effects. I only have the default Discord soundboard, so you know I got oh, I do have access to the ones that, oh, I didn't realize Tristan's been adding sound effects to this specific server. That's how you've been doing it. I didn't realize
them all away.
Got it.
Sorry. Quality content. Alright, let's just try and get right into things. So, as we open up, we're gonna open up with welcome back to Just the Facts, J. Jonah Jameson. The city
Fine.
sorry, I'm giggly mood.
Said we'll do it live.
So, people of New Liberty City, we are in a solemn state. Earlier this week, we experienced, then we cut to General Tiberius Rorik, or Commander Tiberius Rorik, speaking with his soldiers. One of the worst terrorist attacks on United Colony soil in over 20 years. This is unacceptable! How is it that we allowed our good city to be attacked in such a way? And I know exactly who to blame. It's those dang vigilantes! It's our own shortcomings. We have not been on top of the things happening in this city enough, and it needs to change. Things are going to be tightening up. They need to make these vigilantes accountable for their actions. If we keep having undocumented individuals with meta-human abilities running around, who knows what could happen. That is why we now need to begin documenting these vigilante heroes as soon as possible. From now on, if you see a vigilante active within the field, they have to be brought in. We need to figure out what is going on in that city. Am I understood? Where's my stupid heart medication? Cut to commercial!
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, nice props.
It's ibuprofen. But yeah. But intros, yay! I'm good at them for once. So, with that out of the way, we're now gonna, we transition back to the military base again, but the camera moves on past the talk that, Rorik was given to the super soldiers, and Bobby is getting a tune-up by Professor Gads. You're like, sat on a table, shirtless, hat sat on your lap, as he's behind you with some wires plugged into you, typing at a terminal. You seem to be recovering well after the encounter with the bank robbers. Sorry, that's not the voice. You seem to be recovering well after the encounter with the bank robbers. Very good.
Yeah, yeah. Everything's good. No changes here.
They look up for a moment, adjusting their thick lensed glasses. Are you sure about that, Bobby? You sound, well, unsure.
Well, it's nothing what they've done, really. It's more so what we had to handle with the whole man situation and, the buildings exploding.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. He glances to the window where he glances to the side where they're still filling in the hole from the Team Rocket attack, but you can also see a number of other buildings destroyed. It's a shame those gang members are able to make the getaway as a result of it. Rorik's convinced the two events were connected, but I'm not so sure.
What other events?
The bombing of the military base and the attempt of the Rocket Gang to steal some of our serums.
It doesn't feel connected. Especially after what that guy's speech said anyway.
It's concerning.
Yeah.
Is that all that's concerning you, though?
When me and Starling went to go help rescue the people from
the vigilante?
The building, I don't think she was a vigilante. She didn't really do anything wrong. She literally just came in and helped me save people.
She's an unsanctioned hero. That makes her a vigilante.
Either way, when I took her down because we kind of fell down a hole in a way to help those people. I just kind of freaked out and kind of was frozen in place. Like I couldn't do anything.
He nods a little. Maybe keep that between you and me for now, Bobby. He starts.
Did I say anything wrong?
No, you said nothing wrong. It's just, I don't think the commander would understand. In his eyes, as well as many of the soldiers, you're just a machine, Bobby. But I, of course, know you're far more than that. For a brief moment, you remember the scientist, how she reacted when she saw you.
What about the other scientists?
Oh, the one you and Dawn had found in the alleyway beneath that hideout?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is she okay?
She's okay. She's part of an independent contracting group, the Incogni Corporation.
That's good. I'm glad she's okay.
He nods and continues typing for a moment. And he's like running diagnoses, and he's like, you said you that you froze up. Like you were scared?
Not that I was scared, it's just hearing all those people being scared and trapped, it's just...
Overwhelming.
It felt like something was repeating already, like I've already gone through this before.
He looks up, you know, you can't see him, but like behind you, he looks up and he's like, I'm gonna go through the records of that event, see if I can't spot any unusual occurrences within your memory system. It's
Okay.
possible you could have gone through a recursive loop for a moment.
Okay.
But like I said, keep it between you and me. The soldiers and the commander, they won't understand. They don't quite know that you understand that you can feel the same way that I do. They view you as a machine, but I... sorry, Han,
He's getting
I'm trying to look at my notes, but my fucking scroll wheel doesn't work.
Oh no, he's getting a message from the mothership.
Where's the thing I'm looking for? Sorry. Stupid scroll wheel not working. Shit. Sorry, I thought I knew the thing in my head that I needed to know, and then it escaped me.
Oh no.
Catch it.
Okay, yeah, sorry. He says, the work that the doctor did with you was incredibly unique. You're one of a kind, Bobby. And it might take people time to realize that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
Like, yeah. I feel like I'm just making people mad.
You're doing great, Bobby. Meanwhile, we're now going to transition over to the, Liberty University. Where... Ruby, you're sat with your group of friends, and, you know, like in the park in the middle of university, and Miles is, like, looking at his phone, having just finished watching the, J. Jonah Jameson broadcast. Can you believe that guy? Blaming this whole situation on vigilantes?
You know, leave it to J. Jonah Jameson to... It may take a situation like this and use it to attack people who have categorically done nothing wrong and have actively tried and arguably succeeded more at doing right than the institutions we have set in place that are supposed to do what the vigilantes are actually doing.
Exactly. I don't know, guys, Raz speaks up. I mean, I'm not saying he's right, but these people do need to be held more accountable. There's a reason we have government organizations to help with all of this.
I can see that, Raz, but I feel like that's not the priority that we should be taking with all of what's happening right now. Like, if someone wants to help people from a burning building and they can successfully, reasonably do so, why shouldn't they?
I guess you're right, but it just... I feel like there's better channels they could go through if they want to start doing stuff like that. Like, why not sign on to join one of the organizations that professionally do this stuff?
Look, I know you've told us about your time in the Psychonauts and the good that you've been able to do from within that
hang on,
organization.
I thought we were doing a pre-Psychonauts Raz.
That's a good point.
Yeah, sorry.
Apologies.
Yeah, no, so Raz is in no way associated with Psychonauts, and Psychonauts is not even an organization people know of.
The what?
That's a good point. Apologies.
Yeah.
I will fully backtrack on that statement.
All
That
good.
sounds awesome.
Player lore and character lore. Anyway, sorry. Because like like they could join one of the proper organizations that are built around this kind of stuff. I mean, like your dad.
I know what you mean, Raz, and I get how that can work for how some people can devote their lives to a system like that and get so entrenched in it that they feel like they're doing everything they can to help. But I've seen my dad do his job, or gotten an idea of what he does, and I feel like there's much more that he could do to help people if he weren't a part of the system that he's a part of. I feel like he could do a lot to help the world, and it just sucks to see that he's not getting to do that.
And yeah, Raz, sorry to outvote you, as Goombella speaks up, but I agree with the others. It's better that somebody does what they can with their abilities than, you know, no offense, but as she looks to you and says, no offense, and end up stuck at a boat in the middle of the bay for most of the day. I mean, like, did you see that Starling hero? Which, as she says that, Jade, or not Jade, wait, what's her character's name? It's identity name, Sheebs? Jenna, you are walking by, and you hear a girl say, did you see that Starling girl on the news? Does Jenna actively slow down when hearing that?
She kind of slows down and kind of glances over and just...
I mean, she seemed really interesting. I wonder what her powers even are. The way she just jumped into action like that?
Honestly, I feel like that's pretty darn cool what she did. I mean, I don't know much about her either, but I trust more superheroes like her.
I mean, all I saw was that big sword she was carrying, Miles speaks up. And then it disappeared once she was once she came back out with people.
Oh, gotta love a hero with a big sword, yeah.
But yeah. And then words. We're gonna cut back to the military base, where, Bobby, you are, like, getting your shirt back on after getting the checkup. And as you are, Commander Rorik walks in.
Commander,
Bobby, we're setting you up, he looks to, the professor. Is he in operation, or is he fully operational? Yep, spick and span, a clean bill of health, or clean bill of repair, I should say. Good, we're sending you out.
Okay. Where to?
Excuse me. You, Dawn, you, Dawn, and Aran are heading off to... Sorry, I'm brain farting. You, Dawn, and Aran are heading off to the waters outside of New Liberty.
Sir.
Wait, who said
Sir,
that?
I'm sorry to interrupt you two, but the boys on security have caught something on the camera, and we think you're gonna want to see this.
Just a moment. He looks, he's like, you guys you guys go over to the docks. You'll get a briefing there. And he's gonna turn to follow the guard, or follow the person who's talking with him.
That's weird. Okay.
Tristan, what are they seeing in the security footage?
We think one of the intruders that the doctor described, we think that might be him, but we're not sure. We might she might need to come down and confirm this.
They go
And
to
what they see on the security cameras is Ollie holding up his resume to a guard, and they can't. There's no audio, but there's like you can clearly see he's pantomiming, pointing at the paper and like waving it in his face, while a bunch of other guards are like pointing guns at him. And you see Ollie like look around, and then notice the camera as he travels down to the like the bottom of the screen, and then technically I already have this power because you gave it to me in Ollie's first session.
Yeah.
He breaks the fourth wall and like jumps out of like the computer monitor.
Whoa,
And he's
that's
like-
not what I was imagining. I see had to break the fourth wall power.
But since it's like on like a CCTV thing, he's like all black and white and
I allow
really
it.
tiny because of the perspective.
I will
And he's
allow
just
that to occur for a singular hero point.
All right, take it.
That's hilarious. Carry on. Continue.
He starts to try and speak, but then realizes that he's on mute. So he like turns an invisible dial and and like a little high pitched like chipmunk voice because he's really tiny now. He goes, "Gadzooks! Sorry, I'm a little late.
I grabbed the wrong image.
Sorry, I'm a little late."
God damn it, you're gonna get your hero point back.
And then he looks around and realizes he's surrounded by giants.
This is why I gave you carte blanche to show up however, whenever you want, because it's consistently funny. There we go. That's the image I had to get. Hang on.
I do apologize if I hijacked your scene.
Oh no. That was very good. Rourke, he blinks in
The hijacking
confusion.
improved.
What?
The hijacking got improved.
Rourke blinks very much in confusion. And is gonna make it, he's like, bring him here. As you are, escorted to a room you end up being escorted to like the equivalent of an interrogation cell. And
So is someone just holding me?
they will they will just lead you, tell you to follow them. Oh wait, little
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
I was imagining you went back in the screen to return to normal scale.
No, that's where all the guys with guns are.
Oh my god. We cut to you being normal scale in an interrogation room without need for explanation.
Okay, so he takes his thumb, he starts blowing on it until his body inflates like a balloon.
Yeah,
Back to normal
you're sat
scale.
on the table doing that. As Rorik and Doc Octavius are both just looking at you with furrowed brows and confusion. As I assume you pull out the paper.
Yes.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Ollie, and I'd like to be a superhero, please. Where do I sign?
This is highly unusual.
I know usually these things are done online nowadays, but I just don't get that technology.
God damn.
Me too, bro. Me too.
So, what exactly are your powers?
What? Powers?
Your abilities.
What is happening?
Do I have to have powers?
What does that sound,
Oh.
Doodle?
What is that?
Oh, a very plasticky tote bag. I'm trying to shake the sins out of.
Does anybody hear
I
that?
can hear that.
I'm sorry.
The
I'm trying
next
to be-
room over, one of the guards is sitting there trying to shake out a bag.
It's just like dropping.
Can you mute the interrogation room, Mike, if you're gonna do that?
Sorry.
Where's the money?
But yeah, So you don't have any powers, but you were able to bypass our defenses. Maybe you can tell us about the people you were here with.
Oh, them. Oh, those are my friends. Here. I have a list of references.
There, she's looking at. He's like, I'll leave you with him, Olivia. I have a giant monster situation to deal with, and he's gonna walk away. And I like to think he walks away, opens the door. Olivia looks at your resume, and when she lowers it back down, you're gone. As we cut to a shot of Rorik walking, and you're like right behind him, like, you know, foot right behind foot, walking in the same way.
That's not really what I was gonna do.
Okay. Well, I was thinking because all right, sorry. I'm trying to get you to where the scene, if the action's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Well, you hang on. So, but he's gonna go. I'm gonna cut over to where Bobby is.
Okay.
So, Bobby, you are, so you're at the dock, and, you know, you're on the boat with, a Navy SEAL, Dallin, and Samus Aran.
Yeah.
You guys are also getting filled in by, like, one of the facility scientists. After your encounter with the, you hear a ribbit sound as you look over, and there's a little frog on the side of the boat. With that, we set up size.
Felipe.
What?
Felipe.
But never mind. We set up a number of sensors along the bay to help detect any irregularities of movement within the water. And well, about 40 minutes ago, we detected something moving quickly through the water towards the bay. We believe it may be another large creature of some sort. So we're moving you ahead to the docks to head it off. We've already had a number of police officers evacuate the area, so hopefully the situation will be under control.
That's good to hear. It'd be very terrifying to somehow rescue people out of the belly of a bigger creature.
Luckily, this seems to be about the same scale, according to our sensors.
Okay, that's good. Terrifying, but good.
Meanwhile, Starling, or I should say Jenna. So you heard those people talking about Starling and how cool she is. And you recognize them vaguely as some fellow university students. Do you want to talk with them or just move on? Oh, Sheebs is not here. Shoot. Also, I can hear that bag still.
I'm interrogating the bag for the money.
And as all this is happening, Ollie is producing flowers out of his back pocket and
Presenting them to the doctor.
A sonnet, yes.
Oh my god! I just saw you posted the "Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling frog." So yeah. We'll cut back to you, Ollie, since Sheebs is away.
If I could just say, I do really like the detail on the resume that Raven is the only hero whose name is spelled right. I think because Ollie has spent the most time with them.
That's great.
Also, Sheebsabek.
Yes.
Hey.
So alright, let's actually cut over to that scene then. So you had just overheard a couple of some people talking about Starling and thinking she was cool, and you recognize them. You recognize, well, one, you're in the park in the middle of the university, so of course you recognize them. But two, you're fairly sure you've seen some of these people just around. Do you want to keep walking or and get into conversation with them?
I feel like at least one of them would notice her lingering around.
Mhm. Mercury, you notice her lingering for a moment. You vaguely recognize this girl from around the university, and she's lingered and sort of looking at you guys.
Hey there. Here's something interesting?
Miles sits up from so Miles was laying on the bench, so you couldn't see him, and he sits up, and you recognize, because you were like behind the bench, and you realize it's Miles, your friend's housemate. Oh, Jenna. He sits up, or he looks
Hey,
up.
Miles. Sorry, was I interrupting?
Oh, no, we were just hanging out, and he leans on the back of the stone bench. Oh, she's friends with one of my housemates. He looks to you, Mercury, and Raz, and, Mercury, Raz, and Goombella. So, to describe the people before you a little better, because for you, Jenna, or I'll let you describe your character first, Jade.
Oh, sure thing. So, Mercury Walker is about 25 years old. They are basically non-binary or genderqueer. They have like a kind of spiky pinkish mullet. I would assume for today they're like wearing a t-shirt of one of their favorite bands. I think it's warm enough that they are wearing shorts outside. They are still wearing their boots with pink laces, and plenty of piercings on their face and ears.
Ooh.
Miles Morales, who you recognize, he's wearing like relatively comfortable streetwear, so like, you know, a words. Sort of like a sports jersey with a tighter shirt underneath it. Like, I forget what the word is for it. Like those shirts that you wear when you're doing like sports and stuff that like compress a little bit.
I think they're just called compression shirts.
That to you.
Alright, a compression shirt with a jersey on top and a pair of cargo pants and sneakers. And, you also see another guy around their age who is wearing a, like, leather sort of bomber jacket with a green turtleneck underneath, brown leather pants, leather combat boots, and an aviator's hat. And you see a girl in sort of khaki shorts and a button-up shirt, with her hair in a ponytail and 2 prosthetic arms. Yeah. Words. But yeah, there's, you know, they all give, you know, rough hellos and waves, introducing themselves as Raz, Goombella, and you know, Mercury.
So should I describe?
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
So, you know, standing in front of the whole group is this about 5'5" woman with she looks to be in her early 20s, 23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair is pulled up in a ponytail. Actually, it's this sort of dark red auburn color.
Mm-hmm.
And around her neck is a choker with a oval-shaped gemstone on the end of it. She's wearing a loose-fitting t-shirt, jeans, and her usual black boots. But the group can kind of notice she's wearing long sleeves under the loose-fitting shirt. And the sleeves are colored differently. They look sort of blue leading into green, toward the cuff of the sleeve.
Wait, so she clearly just has her hero outfit on underneath the shirt?
She has
Is
something
that-
on under
Is
it.
that what you're saying? Just for my own visual aid there for viewers. There's something kind of funny about that. The not super well hidden wearing your hero outfit underneath your clothes situation.
She also thinks it just went well with the t-shirt.
That it does. Yeah. So engage.
The only thing she would have to change is her boots.
Role play. Player interaction. Do it.
Oh, dang. Well, nice to meet you. I think I've heard a bit about you from Miles, but good to meet you in person. Sorry, what's your name again?
Jenna Powell.
Oh, right on. I'm Mercury, Mercury Walker.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. I'm curious, what kind of classes do you take around here?
I'm studying law.
Awesome, nice. I'm mostly focusing on music majoring right now, a bit of like foundational stuff as well.
Oh, neat.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
So we
I'm
were-
kind of awkward around new people. I'm an introvert, if you couldn't tell.
Oh, I totally get it. Yeah, me too a little bit. Well, I think we were just like talking about vigilantes, that whole spiel that J. Jonah Jameson went on earlier today.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Oh, believe me, I didn't miss much. I basically just
Miles. Sorry.
blaming them. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say Miles speaks up and says, the a-hole's trying to blame vigilantes for the terror attacks that happened earlier this week.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's ridiculous. Seriously, it was heroes like that, or it was heroes who were there trying to stop it, or it was heroes. This is me stuttering. Sorry.
Take your time.
All good. Yeah.
It was those kinds of heroes who were on the scene helping people when they needed it. I didn't see any of the government heroes on the scene on the news. They were all probably trying to protect their own military base. You know, he's very clearly like upset with the situation.
Yeah, and it's like I get the need or the want to keep heroes in a system, like make sure that people aren't breaking rules or making things worse, but I feel like that's gotta come, if that has to come, it should come after the immediate danger and emergencies that are going on right now. Like, for now, just let heroes do their thing and help people and save people.
And then
I can't disagree.
all of your phones are gonna go off, like a little like chime sound.
Oh.
As you look,
Is it another tornado warning?
the governor put out a small push notification to all people in the area of the Northern Liberty Island, which is where the university is, the northern half of Liberty Island. That a certain section of the street is going to be temporarily cordoned off, and they are advising people to stay away from the area while a situation is being handled by heroes. Which, like,
Not
from all of your guys'
sustainable.
perspective, that would be like, if you guys went on foot or via the, if you went on foot, you could be there pretty quickly because the university is close enough to the area that it's mentioning.
Not a tornado warning.
Oh.
Miles smiles. Sounds like something interesting is going to be happening. You guys want to go and try and see? And
I was
Goombell,
just about to suggest the same thing.
Goombell is like, I think I'm good. I want to be far away from whatever's happening there.
I want to go be nosy.
Yeah, I think I'm with Goombella on this one. I'm curious, but last thing I want to do is get caught in a bombing. Especially not with summer coming up and me volunteering for that counseling position.
I get that, yeah. But, well,
So,
suit yourselves.
rest
Take care, you two.
rest of you heading off with Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys start making your way there. And as you're going, Miles is like, I think I know a place where we could get a good view of what's happening without being in too much danger. There should be a building nearby that we'd be allowed onto the roof of. Come on. Meanwhile, you guys are in your head like, how are we gonna get... Both of you individually are like, how am I gonna get away from these two so I can be a vigilante? And then, meanwhile, we're gonna cut back over to Ollie, who is...
And then that's when with the help of Sherlock the Snake and Raven, we chased those blighters back down into the sewers. I could also tap dance, but that's less important. So do I have the job?
She blinks.
And she's still holding like a bouquet of flowers.
We're gonna need to run some tests, and we'll need to see what you look like under the mask. I'll need some ID and...
Mask?
Yes. What do you... Do you have an ID? We need to know who you actually are if we're gonna do this.
Well, I've already told you, I'm Ollie.
But ID, social security number... Again, what you look like under the mask, anything?
This is my face.
She blinks. That's your face.
Well, it's the face I chose, and I'm rather fond of it.
Right, I'm just gonna, and she's gonna reach forward and like try and grab at your head.
I'm gonna make a dodge roll.
Alright, go roll me 5d10s. It's not gonna be hard, difficulty of 1.
Alright.
Oh wait, you're clumsy, aren't you?
I am.
So you automatically get 1 disadvantage on this?
Alright. Oh, okay. Ooh. I got 1 10 and 1 1. So I'm just gonna roll that second 10. The 7.
So that's enough to pass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, no, disadvantage,
it's
you got
1.
0.
No.
Hmm?
No, well, because I got 2 2s, 1 1, an 8,
Okay.
and a 10, and then the 10 burst into a 7.
Okay.
So I think I got exactly 1.
Yes, exactly. Literally just passed a lower average difficulty check. So she sort of reaches and you're like stepping away and dodging away from her. She's like, I need to see what you look like.
Can't you just accept me for who I am, just like I accepted you?
Listen, you are on a secure military base and you were caught sneaking into this facility. You were seen with suspected supervillains.
Well, that's absurd. These are I can vouch for these guys.
They broke into a military base, and in the same day there was a bombing here.
Ollie kind of realizes the mistake he made by writing down all of the names.
Eats the papers. You won't need this anymore.
No, but he does eat the hexagon thing that gives him access to Cypher's clock tower. Because he completely forgot that he still had it on.
What was that? What did you just eat? She's gonna try and grab at you again. So I'm gonna tell you right now. You've honestly put yourself in a less than ideal situation for considering your character and who you are. They are not gonna hire you with ease. At this point, your goal is probably going to be wanting to get out of here.
Oh, please give me the job. You want to give me the job. I'm a good hero. Give me the job. You want to give me the job.
I think it's going to be 100% worth me just quickly bringing up the map of the military base again. Ignore the yellow markers on the side. That's something else.
Did I die?
What?
I glitched out.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I lost everyone's audio for a hot second, and now I'm back.
Ollie is currently in a military base where he refuses to give them any ID.
How you give an ID? He already told you his ID.
Yeah. This is going
Was
well.
the resume not enough?
Anyways, what does she say to? What did she say to him? Like him saying, like, hire me. You want to hire me?
What did you just eat?
Well, come on, be a pal. You can trust me.
We don't even know who you actually are. Where you
Yes,
came
you do.
from. What do you look like underneath that ridiculous outfit you're wearing?
Well, imagine how rude it'd be if I said the same thing to you. What do you look like under that ridiculous outfit? Not that it's ridiculous.
She, squints at you a little angrily and takes off her glasses. I'm going to ignore that you just said that.
Well, I could see that. I could see that you need time making a decision. So maybe I'll just let myself out.
No. You can stay here. We'll go.
No. I can leave.
No. You stay right there. And she's gonna start to walk. She's gonna walk out of the room.
No. I'll leave.
No, you go. Or you stay. I'm going.
All right. You win. You stay. I'll go.
All right, good. Or hang on. Give me a charisma check real quick of difficulty 3. You get a bonus die for this exact scenario, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of your powers. It's a mimetic effect. So actually,
all right, I got
Yeah.
a 9 and a 10.
a 9 and a 10. So re-roll that 10.
Yep, and those are 3, so 2.
2 successes. Do you want to spend hero points to get more stuff?
Sure.
Why is the UI not appearing? God damn it. Hold on.
No more die, you said?
2 hero points to roll an additional die.
All right.
Uh,
All right, that was a 9.
I'm glad we finally got to see this power get used.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised you weren't able to get any of the bank robbers to try and throw you out of the building.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
So yeah. She folds her or she opens the door folding her arms. And you walk out.
I thought she was like, I thought it'd be like, no, you stay. No, I go. No, fine. No, I'll stay. No, you go. Fine, I'll stay. No, you go. All right. Well,
we just did play.
I'll go.
We just did play that out. We literally just did that before you rolled.
Okay, so wouldn't she be the one like staying in the room?
No, she was going and having you stay, and you were convincing her to let you leave.
Yeah, didn't I succeed at that?
Yeah, so she opens the door and folds her arms, waiting for you to leave the room.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right. I can see when I'm not wanted. Just call me if you change your mind.
At this point, you have a limited time before she realizes she's been had. So where are you going? You are currently... So see the map of the military base on the stream?
Yes.
You are currently in one of the... See the big L-shaped building? That's at the top?
Yeah.
You're in that, walking out toward the parking lot above it. Well, actually, you're in the halls of the building.
I think I've been here before, so I have, even though I didn't know where I was going, I kind of have rough layout.
Yeah.
I know where the man cannon is.
You're gonna go to the man cannon?
Unless I run into somebody first, like Commander Rourke.
You start making your way to the man cannons, and she's gonna have like a moment like, hang on a second! You know, a few minutes after you leave, and she goes and gets some guards, and like, guards are approaching you, and I imagine you look over your shoulder, and you're just like, speed walking away. As guards are approaching you. Oh, shit! The fucking the soundboard. Alright, well, that's another hero point for you. You straight up do a Scooby-Doo run away from the...
You're like, vroom.
We have a whole scene of you running through the hallway, you know, you run through one door and the guards follow you through, and then you run out a totally disconnected door and the guards guards are running back and forth through rooms and you're running back and forth through rooms. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Stop the music over. You're like running around. Give me an evasion attempt. Difficulty 2.
Oh, I got a 1.
A group of guards are gonna.
I got 1 success.
A group of guards are gonna grab you and attempt to throw you into a cell.
No, wait a minute, fellas. I've been framed. I'm framed.
If I recall, there's another ability for this exact scenario, is there not?
They're gonna throw me in a cell?
Yeah, they're attempting to pick you up and throw you into a cell.
Whoa, wait a minute, guys. Are you sure you want to do this? You still got your whole lives ahead of you. Alright, this ability is called Wait What?
It's an agility check, so give me an agility check, difficulty 2.
Okay, thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. This is good, I think this is the first big scale proper Ollie scene we've gotten.
Okay, I got a 7, an 8, and a 10, so I'll roll another one for that. Except I accidentally rolled a d12, my bad. And that's 5, so I think 3, yeah.
Alright, so they grab you and they wind up to throw you, and the camera as you're thrown, the camera pans through the wall, and as it passes through the wall, we instead see the 3 guards who are holding you all bounce into the cell on their ass, and you're stood outside the holding cell.
Well, you can be let out once you've learned your lesson. And I close the cell and I speed out.
Yeah. You close the door and
yeah. And they look at the cell next to them and there's just a cat staring at them.
hang on, you could always activate Bolt of Speed, I just realized.
Oh, I forgot I had that.
You turn around and another group of guards appear, like, there, and you're just like, you gulp and run through the wall, leaving an Ollie-shaped hole. And you, like, the whole facility's now on alarm. They're all freaking out. And you just hear over the announcements, Commander Rourke, get that rag! As you leap into the man cannon.
Everybody do the Michigan rag!
As you dance into the cannon, and it launches you out. Meanwhile, we cut to Bobby. You are on the boat with. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a thing. Excuse me.
Excuse.
Sorry.
I really thought I was gonna run into your character, Bobby.
Oh, honestly, that whole scene was worth everything. Bobby, you are on the boat in the bay, you know, looking towards some docks. With the whole group, you know, like, the scientist who's on the boat is tapping on a little thing, clearly trying to get some readings. And, words. Hang on, I'm just. Navy SEAL. He's just like, it's nice to be doing some good. Or it's nice to be doing some good old hero work, huh? As his hands are on his hips. And Dawn sort of looks at him for a moment. He's like, right. I'm sensing something moving, Samus says, like leaning over onto the side of the boat, her hand on the side of her visor. I think it's going to be surfacing.
Almost.
What was that?
Oh yeah, I could tell I'm glitching out. Cool, fun.
What'd you say?
Nothing. You already answered, so it's fine.
And what begins to emerge from the water. So, picture, the base I'm going to say for this is it's sort of a lobster centaur is coming up through the water.
What was that?
So imagine like imagine like a lobster body, but where the head and claws would be, instead what comes up is sort of like a mantis shrimp coming up horizontal or vertical from the horizontal body. So it's like big mantis shrimp claws and a lobster lower half, and when it stands about like 2 stories tall, is emerging from the water.
Terrifying.
So I'm gonna turn on the yellow lines here. These yellow lines denote zones of combat, the zones where things are happening. Or actually, it's climbing up onto the dock over here. Bobby, you are on a boat here with I did not get things for Samus, Stalin, and Navy SEAL, I realize. Whoops. Let's go ahead. This orange dot is gonna be Samus. Boop. This blue dot is gonna be Dahlin. And this yellow this tan dot. Oh no, this tan dot is gonna be Navy SEAL. So you're all on a boat in Zone C. Jenna and Mercury, you're both on a nearby rooftop looking at what's happening. And you see the giant crab emerging. Unless you guys think you would have found a way to slip away beforehand.
I think. So curious. Would we have seen like a bathroom on our way up to the roof?
100%.
Okay, I think Mercury definitely would have, like,
excuse himself to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll catch up with you later.
And I assume you did the same, Sheeps.
Yeah.
Both of you just go into the bathrooms, enter separate stalls, change into outfits, and sneak away.
You go in the same bathroom? I mean, different stalls, but...
Same bathroom, different bathrooms, same stall?
I gotta go. Me too. Oh, after you, excuse me. No.
Oh no, since Jenna has to change her boots, I can imagine she sort of like trips and kind of, you know how you bump against the side of the stall? The person in the stall next to you hears it and she's like, sorry!
Oh, no worries, all good. Yeah, so...
Yeah, so you both like
wait,
slip in.
so they come out of the 2 different stalls at the same time, and Starling, who I believe Mercury was talking about earlier, steps out and she's like, "Is my mask on straight?"
Yeah, looks good. Yeah.
Cool.
Has neither of you put together the dots that you're each other? that would be the funniest part.
Yeah,
Haven't seen you around here before. I'm Ruby.
I'm Starling.
Oh. Oh. So, I take it you've seen the giant lobster shrimp, I think, hybrid too? Coming up through the
Yes. Yes.
So, you guys would more or less rush across the road, like past police lines to see what's going, to get involved though.
The fact that Ruby basically put on their makeup so fast with under a minute of changing time is wild.
It's magic. It's literal magic.
Yeah.
I believe it's not so.
But then as you guys are arriving on the scene, another lobster monster begins to emerge from the water.
Well,
What? There's two?
God. It
And
wasn't
then-
a rock.
There's a
It
rock
was a rock
lobster.
lobster.
well,
And then...
I knew I knew something smelled fishy.
Thunk. Ollie, you go straight through the head of one of them and get embedded in the concrete.
Ollie! Ollie!
It is dead.
Wow!
Good.
It just smells of mercury.
should have worn my clip-on tie.
It literally comes like, I was like, holy shit!
Oh,
Sebastian, no.
God.
It-
Ollie, low-key, most powerful character in the campaign.
He's currently
Uh,
stuck head first in the concrete like an ostrich.
Who's closer? 'Cause I feel like Jenna would try and like rush and help him.
Well, we are now going to begin a proper turn-based combat scenario. So, every turn, so all of the heroes are all considered to be on the same side right now, meaning you guys take your turn at the same time with actions executing in whatever order you all want. You each get 2 actions per turn. This includes the NPC companions. The lobster gets 1 action per turn.
Oh, fun.
It's going to be trying to use its action to
Alright.
go down the dock, knocking over this blue thing that I have. That's, those big, like, you know those giant vehicles they have at docks that are for moving shipping containers? Where it's like
yeah.
a big U-shaped thing that grabs them? It's one of those. So the lobster is gonna try and, like, go through that and knock it down. What do you all do with your 2 actions?
Depending on where Jenna's gonna try and get to Ollie.
So, you can see the map and the grid, right?
Yes.
So you can see I've labeled them as columns A, B, C, and D, and rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
So you would currently be in the right half of C6, for example. I know it's not a perfect system, but it's a way to quickly abbreviate where you're moving. Crossing a yellow line costs 1 of your 2 actions.
Okay.
So where do you want to try and run to using actions?
I want to try to run diagonally to the upper half of C6.
Alright, that would be the 2 of your actions to get there.
Is it?
Yep, you cannot, so you would, if lines cross in a diagonal X position, it's 2 actions to cross through the diagonal.
No. I'm crossing through 1.
Wait,
I'm running diagonally through that 1 line.
oh, sorry, I'm dumb. So the left half of C6, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought you were saying we moved to C5. So,
No.
but, and again, I want to encourage everybody to, like, everybody discuss what all of you want to do, figure out what everyone wants to do, and then I will reflect the actions on map.
I want to get my head out of the
Gotcha.
out of the ground.
Okay. I figure if Starling is going for Ollie, then Ruby's gonna go for the lobster to try to like fend it off.
All right. So where are the two of you gonna run toward? So you could get 2 actions of movement, so you can go further than the left half of C6, Starling.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Yeah. So you go ahead and everyone declare all of your actions, figure out, discuss amongst each other, because you are a team. You can work out together what you all want to do.
Okay, I want to run to the left side of C6 and then try and cross over that little intersection right there to B5.
You do not have enough actions to reach B5. You can only reach C5 or B6.
Wait, really? I thought you said she had 2 actions.
Yeah, but she's in the
Can't she move twice?
She can move twice, but the closest she can get with 2 movements is either C5 or B6.
Oh, you can't move diagonally?
No. Moving through, well, if you move through diagonally, I'm counting as crossing through 2 lines.
Okay.
Can I spend a hero point?
Oh, you can buy extra actions for hero points. Well, also, hang on, let me slide the map to the side a little bit more. So, if you want to get an extra action on your turn, the price is, hang on, this is listed. By the way, if you want to know the rules of this system, they're all in the Discord, linked down below if you wish to join. I do have to update a couple things that are out of date, and I keep forgetting to update them until I'm looking at it now. Perform an extra major action, which should just be perform an extra action, because I've removed the major minor action system. An extra action costs 5 points. So for 5 star points, you can.
Hero points.
Yeah, hero points, sorry. Star points is the generic term. For this setting, I'm calling them hero points. And that would be the 5 bonus ones you have hanging on the bottom. So you want to do that so you can make it all the way to Ollie?
Yes.
Alright. So that you're gonna do that. What is everyone else gonna do? Bobby, you can try and give commands to the other characters. Whether or not they follow is in the air. And if you don't think Bobby's the type to tell people what to do, then it's just you as a player can say what you would like the NPC companions to do. But it's not Bobby literally telling them what to do.
Yeah. No, well, the main thing Bobby would have been asking, like, so are we having lobster for dinner, or we're trying to capture the lobster?
Also, I forgot to hand out, there was a number of funny jokes, and that's another one. So, Ruby gets a point, and Bobby gets a point for the 2 jokes that were made, and Sheeps made a joke as well. Up. So there you go, Ruby. Another one going over to Sheeps. I'm gonna update all of this in a moment. You guys continue discussing what you're doing.
Okay. I think I'll do what Starling is doing and spend 5 hero points to get 3 movement actions to get to where Ollie is.
All right. And real quick, just so you know, Doodle. So, Navy SEAL is gonna move his boat down once if he's not given any other instructions. We'll move his boat down 1 square to drop you guys down at the nearest dock, unless you suggest him moving you guys somewhere else.
He doesn't see an issue with that, but he's also was asking, but you never answered.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's because I'm also I'm juggling a lot of little UI movement things. Dawn's like, I think it's better to take this one out rather than take it in alive. I just hope it doesn't have kids like the last one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess if that's the case. Pulls out, let me see what he pulls out.
Samus and Dolan are both gonna start shooting at it from the boat as the boat moves up to the dock. So they're gonna spend both their actions shooting it. The lobster has a health bar, which I am keeping track of on my own end. It has like stats and everything, you know.
Mhm. Well, Bobby will just take aim with his finger. Like he just holds out his hand, holds his wrist like a gun, and points at it, at the lobster with his finger.
You're gonna finger bang that lobster?
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
his shoot up to the range of 3 zones.
Yeah, so it will easily be within range. So give me 2 attack rolls. And give me just write down the results on the side, and I'll ask you for them in a little bit. Hitting the lobster would be a level 1 check.
Do I have dice on hand? No, you're gonna ask me to open up a web browser.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you guys are easily gonna be able to make it over to Ollie. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move you there. I'm gonna do all of the movements. What do you guys want to say to Ollie as you pull him out of the concrete?
that was quite the rough landing. You okay?
Who said that?
I did it hurt? When you fell 50 or 500 or so feet from the sky?
Oh, Sparkins, who turned out the lights? Hey, can someone get me out of here?
I'm gonna.
I will say
Sure,
pulling Ollie
why not?
out is a free action in this scenario. The sound effects, man!
Like,
Oh.
there's still like a big concrete collar around me.
And somehow
Pulling
at the
me out,
same
you just
time a
pulled
perfect
out.
impression of his face in the concrete below.
I
Okay.
Oh, just like the Hollywood cement.
who are you? And how did you not die from shooting from wherever you came from, falling into a lobster and killing that instead of accidentally yourself?
Oh, is that why I smell like a seafood restaurant? Hi, I'm Ollie, by the way.
Hi.
I vigorously shake Ruby's hand. And who
Oh.
are you two?
I'm Starling. Are you okay?
And-
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, and I'm Ruby.
Upon seeing Starling, he all of a sudden he does a double take and it's like, yeah, you're Star, you're Star. I saw you on the TV. I saw you on the TV. You inspired me.
I inspired you.
Yeah. I saw you save those people and made me want to become a hero too. But then I went in for a job interview and I forgot my tie and I don't think they like me.
Oh,
Oh,
well, that's their loss. I like you.
yeah. Yeah, buddy, you don't need a
Oh,
job
gosh.
to be a superhero.
Well, that's good because I'm unemployed.
Dang,
Yeah, tell me about it.
very unfortunate.
Anyway, are you a superhero too? I look at Ruby.
Oh, you better believe it, dude. Check this out. And I turn my magic microphone blade into a spiked hammer.
Mm.
Oh, nice mallet. I all I got is this, and then I pull out one of my mallets. Oh, by the way, I'm not wearing When I left that note, only Ollie Rick knows what I'm talking about. When I left that note, I also took off Heartbreaker stickers so that she couldn't get hurt or track me.
How strong is the hammer you're summoning?
This one is my long range hammer.
What?
Uh,
What is a long range
say-
hammer?
Wait, yeah.
did I not
Like a-
tell you about this?
Maybe you did and I forgot.
Okay, it just comes with a mallet, and I guess when Ruby is like, what's so special about that? Like, I pull a trigger on it, like the top of it comes off, and out of it springs a boxing glove on a spring.
Oh my god.
Stop. Hammer time.
How strong do you want it to be in terms of damage it deals? The stronger it is, the more energy it takes to create.
I would say,
So real quick, the
the
damage is a incremental thing, so if it does 1 damage, it's 1 point. If it does 2 damage, it's 3 points. If it does 3 damage, it's 6 points. If it does 4 damage, it's 10 points.
I would like it to be able to cross, because this is my long range one. I think it can be 1 point, but it can be like 1 point of damage. But
How many
it can
how many
reach
zones
farther
do
than
you
my
want it to
regular
reach?
one.
How many zones do you want it to reach across? It's the same kind of incremental increase.
I want it to cross at least 1.
All right, so that's just gonna cost 2 points then.
Okay.
Which you can choose to sacrifice hero points if you don't want to have the damage be taken. Because in the moment damage is taken, you can use hero points instead. Do you take the damage, or do you spend the 2 hero points?
I'll spend 2 hero points to suck on a pen.
Which, do you guys see him sucking on a pen? A ballpoint pen. Summoning that hammer was the first of your 2 actions, meaning you still have a second action.
Ruby is just speechless.
Okay.
Anyway, what are you guys doing here?
Hopefully having lobster for dinner.
Ollie
Ruby
loses a little bit of saturation. Oh.
Yeah, so in order to save the city, the dock, and whatnot, we're gonna crack this sucker wide open. I rip my hammer to attack when I can.
Nothing like seafood.
Hey, look over
you're
there!
hungry.
See? Food!
Terrible tales.
Stop trying to upstage me!
Oh!
Did anyone else see that? No?
What?
Okay. Ollie pulls out like a little mini, like, what are those things called that used to like crack lobster shells?
Yeah, like the lobster shell cracker, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he pulls like one of those out, but it's like really small. He's like, well, okay, if that's what it takes to be a hero, then lead the way.
So you still have 1 action this turn, Ollie, that you can use.
I guess he will start going towards the nearest crab. I mean, lobster.
Towards the still alive lobster, alright.
Yeah.
What are the results of your shots, Bobby?
I posted them
Oh,
in live.
Let's see here. Was that 1 roll or 2?
I did just 1 roll in the top. That's like all the
Holy shit!
dive. And then I got, since one of them was a 10, I had to do
So
another
you got
roll. for
7
that.
successes on your first attack of the turn.
Yes.
On a difficulty... What was it? I said difficulty 2, right?
You said 1.
Difficulty 1? Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 1 or 2. Okay. Holy crap. Hang on a moment, sorry.
system. Satisfying clicking, so it...
Thank you.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm just getting DM'd by players. Holy shit. So, hey, I'm just trying to think of... Wow. So you, Samus and Dolan all begin firing. Dolan pulling out his double-barreled revolvers and, like, firing upon it. Samus shooting a number of laser beams at it. You shooting your laser beams at it. And you guys are just immediately peppering holes into the side of this. Hang on. Words. Your blast, though, Bobby, you basically put, like, a hole in the side of its claw. Which, you know, for reasons 3 star points have been spent by Starling, I'll let that be played out however they want to play out the thing in a moment. Holy crap, for the first time ever, a player has gone below the default 10 given hero points. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Gasp.
This is officially the lowest hero points anyone has ever had.
How embarrassing.
Jeez.
I can see your underpoints, Sheebs.
Oh no.
Oh.
So you do notice Dolan's gunshots are bouncing off the shell, as are Samus's gunshots. But yours, like I said, you line up, you look and you can see sort of like a chink in the armor, and you you aim for like the crevices in the claw, you know, and you charge up a big blast. You blast out a big part of like the thumb part of the claw, as you just hear like upset lobster sounds.
Mr. Squidward.
Jeez.
Oh, can I just add something?
Go ahead.
You said Samus's blasts like bounce off, right?
Yes.
Can one of them ricochet like onto Ollie?
For comedic effect, yes. Sorry if the stream
Really?
lags for a moment. I'm opening up my browser for just a second.
He goes, all right, let's go get him. And then all of a sudden he's like engulfed by laser, and then he just comes out all like singed in black and just goes.
I love it.
Starling, we better keep an eye on this guy before he gets hurt even more.
It's like, let's go get some lobster. Is that the
You
sun
notice-
approaching me?
You notice Starling does not answer you.
She's just so hungry.
Starling?
As for viewers, this is a familiar location.
Uh-oh. You're right.
Anyway, continue interacting. Or sorry, I will say real quick, the crab. So the dead lobster over here. Hang on, how many was it? Hey, somebody roll a d10 for me.
Hold on, I got you. 4.
4.
4.
Four little smaller crab creatures come out of the dead body of this one.
Oh God! It's giving birth.
People,
These ones look much more. I don't have. So I'm just using a normal crab emoji, but these ones look like you know horseshoe crabs.
Yeah.
They look like little horseshoe crabs, about the size of like they're very bulbousy in shape. And they're like about the size of like, you know, those really small compact cars that can only fit 2 people in them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're as big as those.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And they're going
Jeez.
to emerge and start moving towards your group, Bobby, to attack you guys.
Oh, Dallin, I got bad news.
Yeah, I see. These ones give birth to. As he's gonna start firing at those. We are in a new round of combat. You guys. Alright, so this lobster, meanwhile, is gonna move and sort of wrestle this thing down, knocking it into the water. And everybody has 2 actions again.
But you don't have. Wait.
I don't have what?
Never mind. I guess because I was just so slow registering what's being changed on this thing. So yeah, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, because of the delay on the stream. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, my adjustments happen about like 5 seconds after I say them from your guys' perspective. I apologize. But yeah, everybody's got 2 actions. Dolan and Samus are going to attempt to attack the little crabs. So you guys don't have to. And Navy SEAL is preparing to rev the boat and drive away if a crab gets too close to the boat.
Okay.
Can I hop off the boat?
Into the water? Or
We're
into...
near the dock.
Yeah, you can also hop onto the dock, you're right. That is a free action because you are close enough to the dock.
Yeah.
Because you guys are like at the side of it. Yeah, the others are staying on the boat, shooting at the crabs coming toward the boat.
I can't do it from here. Come on.
Alright, so what's everybody's plan? Sorry, go ahead. I'll let you all discuss and plan and think and role play.
Can I potentially like get a read or on like what's happening with Starling? In like the event that something is happening with her?
Do you want to describe what's going on with you, Starling?
Sure. So, Starling is standing at the very edge of the dock. Like, where the yellow line is, she's standing right at the edge of there. And Ruby might notice that her face has gone pale. And she's starting to tremble. Like, her whole body is shaking, just very slightly.
For context, this was not supposed to be a repeat location. For viewers, Starling paid to have this happen.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. I gotta do something. And Ruby is just going to try to get like in front of Starling because like, I think she is worried that Starling is going to like fall into the ocean at this point. So I think she'll like get in front of her. She would like to do, I guess, just a couple attacks while like, staying in the same zone as Starling. One of them, I think. Sorry, just spitballing here. I think Ruby would like to do is a sonic shockwave to fire back at the crabs that she sees coming out of the dead lobster.
What's the range on your shockwave?
So, the mid-note variant can damage up to 2 stages away from me.
Right.
And
yeah, that's right. You have all the range. Okay, cool. Cool. I remember now.
Heck yeah, thanks. And then you would like to try to use emotional resonance to try to cure a mental ailment that she thinks Starling is going through.
That's clever. Man, I like it when players use their abilities. Woo! So you're gonna try and 1, attack the little crabs, and 2, do the Alright. And I will say, if the crabs are damaged, so NPCs are sort of in a middle state. NPC allies happen between you and enemies kind of thing. Meaning that generally, like, if you successfully kill all those crabs, that means Samus and Dolan can follow Bobby to do whatever he's doing instead. They can change what they're doing in accordance.
Okay.
So, if you don't kill them, they're gonna keep attacking those crabs. If you do kill them, they're gonna do something else.
Gotcha.
Likely
yeah.
depending on what Bobby chooses to do. So, Bobby, you mentioned you're getting off the dock, and what else?
Q firing.
So you're gonna step back onto the dock and also just shoot the little crabs?
Yes.
Okay. And what's Ollie trying to do?
I'm going to first, because of reasons, Ollie's going to try and first appeal to this lobster's nature as a sea creature.
Okay.
He goes, listen, I don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Besides, down there it's better. Down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
You're,
I hate you.
you're
Out
gonna
of the
Okay.
sea.
you're gonna get a star or a hero point, and give me a charisma check of difficulty 13.
Oh fuck.
Actually, make that 15. If you get 15 successes, the crab will return to the water.
Because you know, 13 was just so feasible to begin with.
I mean, you can't always spend hero points on more dice.
Well, I got a 2.
You got 2 successes.
Yeah. So Ollie's basically just holding his claw crackers, just like his tiny little claw crackers, and is like shaking like.
All right. And actually, you know what it does in response? It looks at you, Ollie, and it raises. So it has one big claw and one little claw, right? The big claw is the one that got shot by Bobby already. It raises its little claw, which has the big claw is shaped like a lobster claw. The little claw has almost sort of a ball shape to it. It raises it, pointing it at you, and it clicks, and boom, a sonic boom attack pushes you into the ground. I realized you were the perfect person to target with it because there's 0 repercussions to you getting hit with it. Yeah, the sound effects. So yeah, yeah, you get like shot with a high-powered sonic wave attack. But you still have a second
why didn't
action.
you just say that in the first place? Of course, you do realize this means war. Let me see. Shit, I didn't think this far ahead for some reason. I guess.
Are you gonna hit it with your
No.
boxing glove?
Actually, Ollie is going to start charging ahead because he still thinks Starling and Ruby's right behind him.
So you're
and,
gonna go into the same
just
zone
the two of
as
those
it?
would be, yes.
Okay.
Wait, I do want to roll. I do want to roll perception though.
To see if you realize they're not there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a.
That's an entirely for you perception check. You can determine the difficulty.
Well, I got a 1, so I'm gonna say no.
For context, generally, easy checks are or very easy is 0 difficulty, easy is 1, average is 2, upper average is 3, hard is 4, very hard is 5.
All right, then Ollie will notice, but not until he's like in the same zone as the lobster.
So you run up to Lobster like, let me at him, let's get him, girls. Girls?
Yeah, and then I see that they're having like an emotional breakdown. I'm like,
So whose
oh
attack?
crumbs.
Whose attack is firing off first? Ruby's or Bobby's?
Probably Bobby's just because. Wait. Yeah,
I
I'll
mean-
go with Bobby's just because Doodle already rolled.
All right. Oh, Doodle already rolled. 3 successes. All right. So you. You are able to take out 1 crab, Bobby, because of how durable these things are. And now we're gonna do Ruby's attack.
Yep, I just gotta roll for the other one now.
And I'm just gonna switch the music. Man, I really want to play Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
Uh-huh.
I love the art style of it. Sorry, I'm playing the music you gave me for combat. Holy crap. That is... So you got 5 successes on your attack roll.
Yeah.
Whew.
And just to make sure, because I'm attacking the stage, does that also hit the big lobster corpse?
I guess it would, yeah. So you see, like, its shell form some cracks in it, has the 2 crabs closest to you just pop. Actually, hang on, I don't want to just delete the crabs now that I think about it. I want to do this. Give me a second. Dead crabs. There we go. But yeah, so you pop 2 of them, and then you're also rolling to try and help snap Starling out of it.
Yep, and I am using 3 hero points to add dice to this.
Oh, you're a good friend.
While Ruby does that, Jenna's going to like lift her hand and have a ball of energy start forming, and she's going to try to attack the person that she thinks she sees in front of her.
Oh no.
She is fully in a PTSD flashback.
So, in front of
no.
you, you see. So I'm gonna describe this a little bit actually. You see in front of you is a Hang on. Let me get the right music for this. Oh god, I'm trying to be fast. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, you start, in front of you is the man in like the leather biker gear, but he has the cracked helmet with you being able to see his face underneath with his slightly silvered hair and his silvery eye. You couldn't save her. As he starts to walk towards you and you're charging it, you feel this uncomfortable presence welling up behind you, as sort of there's a visual of like something sort of looming over you from behind that looks almost like a black shadowy spider web. As your energy starts to flicker black for a moment before you hear a song start to come up, a different song start to fade in, and you sort of almost get snapped out of it as you can hear Ruby next to you singing.
Can I roll?
High energy poppy style. She got 6 successes on her ability that cures mental issues temporarily at the very least. You are completely snapped out of it due to her roll, and are like aware of like that wasn't really happening, and you're almost grounded back in the moment by Ruby's music.
Can I roll?
For what?
Because I want to say that before she was snapped out of it, she sent the energy out, and I want to try and hit the last crab.
All right, yes. Yeah, you give me the roll.
No, when you say crab, do you
Holy fuck me!
Yeah, do you mean crab, little crab, or big lobster?
The little crab.
Okay.
The last little crab. I got a 10, a 9, another 10, another 9, and a 4.
Roll an extra die for reasons.
Okay. It's a 6. So do I also roll the 2 10s?
Yes. Mr. Electric, I want that crab obliterated!
For the 2 10s I re-rolled, I got a 7 and an 8.
So, you had the attack charged, and sort of the black energy that had started to go into it fades out, as you, like, angrily throw it to the side more than forward, and you obliterate that crab with your searing rage energy. And you still have one more action.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I was somewhere else
No,
for a second.
No, that's okay. Are you okay?
No.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Do you need to go?
No.
I
I will be okay.
Okay.
I
got
have
your
to
back.
be.
I trust you, but I'm going to fight beside you.
Thank you. And she's going to run to. I can't see the letters. Uh-oh.
Sorry. You should be able to see it in just a second.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I'm just trying to move some NPCs in the meantime.
Okay. She's going to thank Ruby and run to A5.
A5?
A5.
Okay.
Directly to the side.
Meanwhile, Dallin and Samus are gonna run onto the dock and across the dock. And Dallin, he's like, you know, clearly focused on looking at the crabs. But Samus is gonna aim her blaster towards you, Ruby. You're gonna help with the situation now, but you need to stay with us afterward. Which you remember, Samus. Somebody roll a d10 for me real fast.
I got it.
You carry on with what you're saying.
Ruby is a bit flustered by Samus in that she's now pointing a cannon at her, but for the sake of getting this conversation done faster, just goes, yeah, sure, whatever, and is going to just turn her attention to the lobster.
So next round begins. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I should know. I think Ruby is going to notice Navy Steel, in that is Mercury's dad, get stunned by it for a bit, and then put it out of her mind just to focus on the lobster and stopping that and helping Starling here and now.
What was the result of that D10?
2.
And can you roll me another one?
Okay.
So
5.
2 more baby crabs are gonna come out of the dead body. Oh god, I'm running out of space. Would you eat these? Would you feel safe? And the big mama crab over here. You see, Ollie has it sort of like ruffles and like makes a sound, and it's like foaming at the mouth, and 5 little crabs are gonna emerge from like its belly region as you realize like on its stomach it's got a bunch of little claws on its stomach, and underneath its little claws it seems to be carrying the babies, and it's just sort of letting them go, and now they're coming at you.
Oh, isn't that cute?
You all get 2 actions again.
The little baby. No, get away.
Samus and Dolan's plan is to continue running along the dock to get to the base of that pier. If nobody changes what they're doing with anything.
Can I summon the sword and try and rush forward and swipe at one of the crabs?
Yes, has 2 actions. That it can be your turn.
Okay. Okay. I got a 7, a 6, a 10, a 4, and another 7.
Well, hang on. Let's wait on the results of attacks for a moment.
Okay, cool.
Because we got to figure out what everybody's doing, because everyone's turns happen together.
Okay.
What is everybody else planning?
Because I wasn't hearing anybody else.
Yeah. I usually say everybody declares what they're doing, and then everybody rolls together, is the way I prefer it to go generally.
Okay.
Or you can roll in private, but keep your rolls hidden until all the rolls are revealed together.
Okay.
Okay, so I think Ruby would like to move 1 space forward toward the dead lobster again and use mid-note sonic shockwave again to attack the dead lobster and the crabs that are still alive.
Alright, so Sheebs is gonna run towards the group of 5 lobsters and start attacking. Ruby's gonna rock towards the dead lobster to attack the little lobsters. Dahlon and Samus are planning to run over to where Starling is. What is everybody, or what are Sheebs and, Ollie and Bobby doing?
Well, the most that Bobby can really do.
You do still have
is,
Navy
like-
Steel on his boat right with you.
Yeah. Because, like, there's a lot of little crabs. So I guess.
You also want to attack the little crabs coming out of the mama?
Well, at least. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just gonna use my mallet.
And to attack little crabs or big crab?
Little crab, because they're the ones who are coming towards me.
Alright. So everybody go ahead and start doing rolls. Real quick, who's attacking first on the Ruby Bobby front?
I think Bobby could attack first.
Alright, so give me the results of your roll, Bobby. And Ollie and Starling, who's rolling for attacking first with you two?
I think I should, just because I'm closest.
You okay with that, Starling?
Yeah.
Alright, Bobby and Ollie, give me the results of your rolls. The other, Ollie and Starling, start prepping your rolls.
I've already got my roll prepped.
I got my roll done. Sorry, who was first and who was second?
Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Okay, so what did Bobby and Ollie get for your roll results?
I got a 2.
You got 2 successes?
Yeah.
Alright.
6.
You got 6 successes. So,
Damn.
Bobby, you line up a shot, and in one blast, with just one of your 2 actions, you take out both those crabs. So you still have a second action. Meanwhile, Ollie, you have killed one crab. So Starling, you start doing the roll of your attack, and Ollie, what do you do with your second action? And Ruby, do you change your plan? And Bobby, what are you doing with your second action?
Oh.
Because the crabs got killed.
Well,
Gotcha. I think
yeah.
in that case, I'm gonna try to get into the same stage as the big lobster.
All right, so get to the onto the dock with Ollie and Starling.
Yeah, my
I'm just
goal is to
put you
destroy
o-
it so it stops making crabs.
Yes. All right. That would take your whole turn getting to there.
Yep, that's okay.
Bobby, what are you doing with your second action?
Oh, no, not to the live lobster, to the dead lobster.
Oh, you're going to the dead lobster. Oh, okay. All right. I have mechanics of how much health the big lobsters have and how the spawning works and how many children they spawn in my head too. It's I mean, I enjoy these giant monster battles. I think I feel like they're my favorite combat encounters so far. This and the frog one. So Bobby, you still have a second action. Ollie, you still have a second action. And Starling, I need to know the results of your attack.
Okay, so I got a 7, a 6, a 10, a 4, and another 7.
7, a 6, a 4, a 10, another 7, so that's 5 successes.
Hold on, I have to roll another.
Oh, right, yeah, give me the...
And 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
You slash through, excuse me, 2 of the crabs with your big-ass bastard sword.
Starling is still kind of upset.
Yeah, they come at you and you just, like, chop them right in half. Their blue blood spilling out. Ollie and Bobby, you each still have one more action.
Blue Bloods? Gosh, I had no idea they were royalty. I just
Fun
need my hammer
fact,
again.
certain certain shellfish produce a blood that acts in the human body the same way as O-type blood, meaning that there's a shellfish that creates a blood that any human can take as a donor.
Oh.
It was discovered a couple years ago and it's still being studied, but they think it might revolutionize blood donations.
Well, if
Okay.
anyone loses a limb, you know, we got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be part fish now.
So yeah, Bobby
Ollie
Ollie.
said he's gonna smash.
And what's Bobby gonna do?
Ollie
smash!
Bobby's gonna speedster, use Speed's ability to literally run across the boat, leap, and run across the crabs to get to the other crab.
That gets you, yeah, you move 2 spaces as 1 action, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, you run, leap over the boat, and like, you know, like a blur, you like zigzag across the little little crabs, and then run up the claw of the big crab to land, like ramp off and land over with a skid. All right, and now, everybody's got 2 actions, and real quick, can somebody roll a d10 for me?
I got my first 1.
You got a 1? Okay.
I got 1.
Good timing to get that, because that means big old mama crab is gonna spawn 1 crab that's gonna try and attack Ruby.
Hey, on my second attack, I got a 3.
Oh right, I'm so sorry, I forgot about that. You successfully smash another crab. Meanwhile, the big mama crab, rather than creating more baby crabs, is gonna see Bobby coming over, the one who shot it, turn around, and try and sonic punch him.
Oh no. I just...
What is everybody's plan? So to avoid being attacked, you have to use an action of your own to counter or dodge it. You each get 2 actions. Ruby, you're being attacked by a little crab. Bobby, you're being attacked by the big crab, and Starling, you're being attacked by a little crab. Attempting to kill it before it can hit you is a valid option. But if you just do a defensive roll, you get a bonus die for doing a defensive action.
I want to try and slash it midair.
All right.
Like I imagine it's jumping at me like a fucking head crab from Half-Life, and I just... Ching.
I should show you the image of crab ragoons in their natural environment.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about with that.
It's a meme image. I love it.
As I see Crab try to jump for Starling, I will try to be all noble and shit, and I will try to jump in the way, but I'm very clearly too late, and I accidentally land in the water.
If you want, you can make this a defensive action to see if you would actually block the crab successfully.
Well, didn't Starling say that?
Well, yeah, but we don't know the results of it yet because she hasn't rolled yet.
She might accidentally.
Oh, I did roll, but I haven't said what I got yet.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, sure.
You could be like
best.
dedicating an action to protecting her in case she fails her attack.
Or I could just keep this as a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case you got a bad roll. But if not, then yeah.
And if you roll good enough, you just chop him in half.
No.
Alright. Okay, that's a pretty good roll.
Meanwhile, what are Bobby, Ruby doing with their actions?
I think Ruby
so. Oh, gotcha. I think Ruby's going to make 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
A sonic shockwave low note in the stage that she's in to hit the big lobster and the crab.
Yeah.
And then using her magical musical microphone blade, this time in the shape of a spiked hammer that could say pierce a hard shell, on the corpse just to fully destroy whatever it is in it that's making crabs.
Yee. I love that. Like a giant crab hammer.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I'll spend 1 hero point on each attack.
Alright. You go ahead and roll those attacks, because so I often ask return order when it's relevant, but in this case it's not super relevant for yours. Oh yeah, I should say that, Samus and Dawn are going to either attack the little crab or big crab, depending on what's standing in front of them once all of your turns are done. Bobby, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my speed to dodge, but in the purpose of it to climb on top of the crab.
Okay. Use a movement action dodge. I will allow that. So you roll your dodge, Starling, you roll your attack. And Ruby, you roll your 2 attacks. Everybody let me know results.
Already rolled. I want to know what Ollie's doing.
Well, Ollie's attempting to jump in front of you to protect you.
Yeah, whether that's successful or not, it really depends on your roll.
Well, here's what I want to do. I did get a good roll. I got fucking 5 successes. But I want to intentionally fail because I want to see Starling. I want Starling to see Ollie jump in the way and like change what she's doing halfway through.
Okay. In that case.
So how many successes did you get? You said
5.
You got 5. So
yeah,
I'm going
but I want to intentionally fail.
I'm going to give you 3 star points for intentionally failing, and I'm also going to give you a star point for the cool PTSD moment.
So cool.
So if your character goes to therapy, you get less star points.
Yeah, I want Starling to see Ollie jump in the way, and she kind of goes, ah! And instead of slashing forward, she ends up like almost tossing the sword over her shoulder, but managing to hold on to it.
Lucky for you and your Ollie got a 4, so I think that might be enough for the crab to instead. poke
Did
him
you
in the
roll a
face.
bonus die because this was a defensive action?
No, I didn't.
So roll one more
Because-
die.
Why would I? Oh, fuck! Why did you make me? That was a 1. So I got
Also,
a
you're
3
clumsy,
instead.
so it brings you down to 2.
Oh, son of a bitch! So
Don't worry,
So-
it's enough
so
to
what-
pass.
what? So all you hear is, as it gets me in the as the claws like poke me in the eyes
No,
and
it wasn't-
basically latches onto my face.
Actually, I do love that.
Where do I
image.
land?
Oh,
Do I land? Where do I land?
So you want
Ollie Rick.
to go in the water, right? So
I mean, Ollie doesn't.
the crab had gone like it was rearing up like a horse rearing back to try and drop its like exposed belly with all of its little pincers and mouth onto you, Starling. You swung up and then Ollie's like, "I'll help you," and jumps in the way, and you had to stop your swing to not hit him. As it drops on him, shakes him around like a dog, and throws him into the water.
The crab throws me into the water.
Yep.
Okay.
Um, you still have a second action, Starling has a second action, and Bobby has their second action. Oh, hang on, Bobby, what was the result of your dodge?
How many dice I'm rolling for dodge?
Default 5 plus whatever bonus dice you get, plus 1.
I don't have a bonus dice for dodging unless he's using my speed to dodge.
Speed grants a bonus to dodges. So you get plus 2 then, because dodging is a defensive action. When
Okay.
defensive actions get a bonus die.
Ollie Rick,
What's up?
I believe you're forgetting something.
Oh,
Coyote time. I have to roll perception.
oh my god, you're right, roll perception. Ruby, what is the result of your first attack?
right. So the sonic shockwave got 3 successes total.
Alright,
Uh,
you killed the
and then-
little crab.
awesome. And then the magical musical blade crab hammer got 5 successes.
And you definitely saw the big crab, its shell looking weaker and weaker as you're hitting with that sonic blasts. And as you bring the hammer down on it, you just like split it into chunks.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind this crab is the size of a small building. Like this, when it stands up, it's 2 stories tall. When it's laying
Stop it,
down,
she's already dead.
when it's laying down, it's the length of 2 city buses.
What? The big crab or the little crab?
The big crabs.
Okay.
And Ruby just made a giant hammer and smashed it.
Delicious. We can now have crab ragu.
Crab ragu? Crab tomato sauce? What'd you roll
Oh,
for
yeah.
your dodge?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Alright. So you successfully run up on top of the big lobster as it like poof, punches with its little claw, making a shockwave into the concrete, but you're already gone in a blur at another spot, and it does it again, but you're already gone. And then it does it again, and then you're like on its little claw, and you leap up onto its head.
I'm gonna grab his eye antennas and perform shocking grasp.
Oh, so that's your turn. Starling, I will say right now I've done rolls. If you want to dedicate your turn to something other than attacking the little crab, Samus has already shot the little crab, or will have already shot the little crab in front of you. She's rolled good enough to kill it.
Okay, so Starling sees Ollie get thrown into the water, and she gets this jolt of like dread, and she goes, "Ollie!" And she's going to like try and rush and
Dive
reach into the water to
water.
grab. Yeah,
Now, before you do that,
Oh yeah, what was did you fail your perception check, Ollie?
I got a 1. Is that enough to fail?
Yes. So you look to him and you realize he's floating in midair. Right at the height that the dock would normally be. Like he got thrown to the side and bounced across the air and sits up on the in the air.
Yeah, Luke, that was a close one. For a second, I thought I was gonna go into the water. Ah.
Can I reach out and grab him and like pull him toward me anyway?
Yes. But now it's a free action.
She's just like,
How tall are each of your characters?
Jenna or Starling is 5'5".
How tall
I
is
think I'm-
Ollie?
5'7"? I feel like the answer changes every time you ask me.
I mean, that makes sense. I was hoping he was like 6 foot. I was honestly hoping he was 6 foot something, because that would have been a very funny visual of this like petite girl holding this big, gangly, Raggedy Ann doll man.
Listen, 7 inches
she's
taller than the
Starling,
person is still a lot.
Starling is literally like princess carrying.
He's surprisingly light, and he smells like pens and Sharpie.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
she-
lift me too much. You might get a contact high.
Oh god, she's got one arm like tucked under his knees and the other arm like wrapped around his shoulders, just cradling him.
You
His
both
face starts to glow pink, like literally glow. Like
Does he smell
highlighter
like?
pink.
Does he smell like pens and markers because he's traditionally animated?
no, because he sucks on pens and markers all the time.
Ah,
Because he's
Understandable.
No, but you're right as well. I am traditionally animated. Well, sort of. Long story.
it's certainly a way of saying traditionally. Anyway, you both still have a second action.
No, I'm fine where I am.
I love the penchant for Ollie to become quickly infatuated with women.
Starling is going to take Ollie, cradling him in her arms, and back away from the dock. Like, back onto, like, solid ground.
All right.
What's up, Doc?
As Samus fires a blast, killing the next little crab. What's the results of your attack, Bobby?
For taser hands,
Yes.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah, I got 4
So,
successes.
You tase it, and it's very much like freaking out. Its eyes like squinting in pain. As you also hear the sound of Dahlon's gunfire as he's shooting it in the back of its head. Some of the bullets ricocheting off, some of them landing. God dang it! And he's gonna throw the guns aside, and he's gonna start to run in toward it. As we enter the next round. It is gonna try and get you, or it is gonna try and go back into the water with you on it, Bobby. That's what it's gonna try and do.
Well, it can try. I have a really strong grip.
What is everybody doing with
Like
their
a
2
freak.
actions?
Wait, which one's Dawn?
What?
Which one is Dawn?
Down.
Dallin? The blue.
Sorry.
He's the sexy
Okay.
cowboy elf.
I'll let Doodle finish their turn, and then I'll describe Ollie what he's doing.
Okay. So. Sorry.
sorry. I was gonna say
I don't know why I said so.
God damn.
Oh!
I'll be quiet.
Gotcha. So I think I definitely see Bobby on top of the lobster trying to rein it in, right?
Yeah.
I gotcha. If so, then I think I know what I'm going to do. assuming that this works within range, I'll
The lobster?
try to use emotional resonance to give both aid in Bobby's action and give disadvantage to the lobster for my 2 actions.
Oh yeah, because that is within range. So lobster's gonna get disadvantage and allies are gonna get advantage on everything. Cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
As you sing a motivational song. I like to think your magic is always accompanied by crazy laser light shows happening around you.
Oh, absolutely.
That all fire from your microphone and gemstone and stuff.
Where's the lighting coming from? Never mind that. Where's the music coming from?
Her microphone. Both.
I meant the instrumentals, but
Her microphone.
oh whatever. Sorry.
Also, someone should draw Starling cradling Ollie.
Yes.
Kiss.
Get on
kiss,
it.
Kiss. Kiss. Alright.
All right, your turn, Doodle.
Well. Yeah, what are you doing, Doodle?
I'm using my strength to yank this bitch.
Yank this bitch.
I want
Go
Bob
on.
to use his strength to yank me.
You know how Saitama just accidentally killed a lobster
lobster
man
man.
by yanking his eyeball?
You want to pull?
Yeah.
You want to do that? You want to rip its organs out through its eyes? You're going for a weak point spot. Clever, clever girl.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you know what I rolled.
Mhm.
There was an 8, a 3, a 10, a 1, a 10, 10, 6, 10, 10,
Well,
4, 7,
You're
6.
not supposed to say the results until we know what everyone's doing.
Right.
What's everyone else
Okay.
doing?
So I'm gonna quickly tell you what Ollie does, because spoiler alert, it's not gonna do anything. He sees Nalen's gun like slide towards him, and with his long and lanky
Dollins.
Darling.
yeah, whatever. Sorry. Ollie's just gonna always say it wrong. Is going to pick up his pistol and like kind of shaking in his hand. He's gonna go, "Don't worry, I'll pop the big one off." And as he pulls the trigger with like one hand in where his ears would be, and his eyes are closed, he pulls the trigger, and instead of a bullet, like a little stick comes out with a flag that comes out that just says "bang."
I love it. You're
That's
getting a
his-
hero point.
That's his first move. And his second move is he's going to look at it really confused. He's going to take it off and go, I guess this thing's just not loaded. And then he's going to like look down the barrel and then
Oh no.
like he's gonna like once again shoot himself in the face. And he's going to be covered in black soot, just like blink blink.
That's, that's 2 hero points for you.
Considering how close Starling is, I imagine she gets like the entire side of her face covered in black soot too.
It's just like, what
He's
the
like-
fuck?
You're like, no, Ollie, don't do it. You're too. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure. Do I still need to roll for both of my actions in this instance?
Does the ability say you need to? Or is it just an automatic active for doing the action? Let me look.
I don't know if I don't know if it was specified, but
Which ability
I guess-
is it? It's...
emotional resonance.
Yes. Yeah, no, you don't need to roll. It just happens automatically.
Cool.
I'm sorry for
Oh,
worrying.
oh no, wait, oh no, I see. So no, you for the enemy you don't need to roll, but for Bobby you do. And it's so this is it's an aiding roll. So
Oh,
so roll as if you're doing music, and basically what it is whatever Bobby like. If the person you're helping would have failed the check, and you rolled better than them, they use your result instead. Essentially, that's how an aid works.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But you, like, normally when you're aiding, it's like, oh, both you try and kick down the door, and whoever got the better results, that's what you use. But you would, instead of trying to help them kick down the door with your strength, you would sing a song to motivate them. And if you rolled better than their attempt to kick down the door, their kick down would be enhanced by whatever your singing roll was. That's how that works.
Okay.
So you can use singing to aid in any action that singing normally wouldn't help with.
So bardic inspiration.
Yes, but better. Starling, what are you doing?
Well, Starling is still holding Ollie. Half of her face is covered in soot. And she's just like, huh. She turns her head, coughs. I'm gonna set you down now.
Samus looks at Ollie for a moment. Are you the one who broke into the military base?
Why does everybody say I broke in there? I went in through the front door.
But Starling very gently, leans down and so gently sets him down before sitting back up and like trying to wipe the soot off of her face.
You know, that's not really PC for you to do.
I hand her a handkerchief.
Oh, thank you.
The handkerchief only serves to stain your face further.
No, it's a clean one. Even though the rest of my entire body is basically a handkerchief.
Wait, since she's using a handkerchief from Ollie, it makes the fucking the window squeak noise when she tries wiping her face.
Yeah. I like to think you pull it from his hand and it makes like the sound it makes when you pull a tissue from a tissue box and there's another handkerchief in his fingers.
And then as she's like wiping the soot from her
face, like a clown.
It just keeps coming.
Yeah, and
you just keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Be careful, don't wipe too hard, otherwise you might wipe parts of your face off.
Oh, okay. just the and she like wipes the soot off her face.
Careful not to wipe too hard, you might give yourself a hernia.
Oh no.
Gosh. That's a bad case of crabs.
Is that all you're doing since your turn, Starling?
No, does that count as an action?
No.
Okay, well she does that after setting him down, and she's going to... where is Bobby?
I think the whole time in the background the lobster's flailing around with Bobby hanging on to the eyes. Yes, Bobby's on the back of the lobster holding its eyes like reins.
Can I... So I'm getting rid of the sword. Like I'm letting it disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to... I know the reference you're going to fucking make as soon as I say this. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. She's gonna like cup her hands together, and she's going to start forming energy between both of her hands, and she's just gonna launch it at the very center of. Thank you. At the very center of the lobster, like the very midpoint.
All right. So you're gonna charge a powerful blast. So you roll your attack. Meanwhile, Dolan threw his guns aside and is running, and he's gonna lobsters.
Roll an extra die.
What's the range on? All right. Why would you roll an extra die?
Oh no, that's for damage. Never mind.
Oh no, for your energy attacks, you do roll one extra die.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. Sorry, I was confused for a second. Dolan is gonna...
this thing's about to fucking die.
Dolan's gonna throw his guns aside, run forward as the lobster's going in the water, jump on its back with you, Bobby, scaling it with his knives.
So
I just meant he also has like a bib around his neck with a lobster on it.
So, Bobby and Starling, what are the results of your attacks?
I got a 6, a 10, another 6, a 7, another 6, and a 9.
So that's 5 successes, right?
Uh-huh. Do I roll for the 10?
Yes.
That's 6 successes.
6 successes, my bad.
Plus the roll for the 10 that I'm about to do.
Which is...
That is a 3.
Alright, so you got 6 successes, and how many did you get, Bobby?
Taking care of all the ones that didn't work and get rid of the failure and shit, all that. I got 8.
So Dahl's in the process of climbing, and Starling, as you're charging your beam, Samus is gonna, bring her laser down right next to your beam, and charge a beam next to yours.
Hey, yo, a double Sunday?
Starling just gets this big fucking grin on her face.
As the two of you fight, and you can hear this. Oh, what was the results of your roll, Ruby?
Oh, mine was 5 successes for aiding Bobby.
So you all hear her singing her motivational song. You charge your blast. Bobby, you rip the eyes from their sockets, blue blood squirting on you. As the lobster flails back, Dahl and Jug pushing his knives in, climbing it, and then... this thing explodes, causing you guys to fall down into the water together.
Jeez.
I'm so tempted to make it that Dahl can't swim for the comedic effect, but I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
I think Ruby doesn't fall in, but is absolutely covered in lobster meat.
Oh yeah, no, because you were on the dock, you don't fall in the water. It is raining lobster parts all over the place.
I pull out an umbrella.
You so thoroughly killed it that it ain't gonna make any babies, I'm telling you that.
Yeah,
I can imagine as soon as it
the good
explodes.
guys.
I
It's
can
a giant
imagine
monster, you're good, Ollie.
as soon as it explodes, Starling has this moment of hopping up and down, flapping her hands, going, "Did you see that?"
I don't think I'm going back to blue lobster anytime soon. Dolan says as he's treading water. Does Bobby float or sink?
Bobby could tread water because he's fast.
What is he thinking about?
I do love the image of you sat at the bottom of the water looking up at Dolan kicking his feet, though.
Like Pinocchio.
He's looking oh, that's how they do it, and mimics that. It's oh, I can swim too now. The hat floats for a second, and then Bobby pops back up with the hat on wet.
No, both of you pop up under each other's hat. And so,
Whoa! I can't see.
you guys start to swim back to shore, and Starling, as you start to come down from your excitement, you realize Samus is pointing her gun at you. Sorry to do this, but you're gonna have to come with us. We've been told to bring in all vigilantes. Ruby, what are you doing as you see this?
You know what? I think to make sure that the Starling doesn't have to go through this alone, Ruby is going to just
Make their way
go
over.
up and make their way over and say, "Hey, not going anywhere without me."
Don't move. Has your dad stood behind you?
At ease,
And
soldier.
Continuing what Ruby said, I go, nor me. Where are we going?
Starling kind of like raises her hand as though she's asking a question, and she's like, "Is this gonna take long? I have classes in the morning."
Classes? Samus lowers her gun a little bit. She looks at all the lobsters and everything, and she's thinking for a moment. Give me a charm check.
Who?
Starling.
Okay.
Ollie also goes, yeah, classes. Classes. Oh my god, how old are you?
8, 4, 6, 9, 7.
8, 4, 6, 9, 7. She lowers her gun for a moment. She's like, what the hell are you doing here? If you're in class, if you have classes.
I wanted to help.
I'm sorry. Do you think that vigilantes don't have a life outside of vigilanting?
That's not...
Surely you have more to you than being a super soldier, I would assume, and or hope.
Turns and looks at you, the green visor glinting in the light. Even without seeing her face, you feel intimidated. Which, it's worth noting that, of course, Ruby, it's a woman underneath. The rest of you, this is just a person in power armor who sounds like this. Sounds like this to the power armor. I can't do the voice good, but all filtered and intimidating sounding.
Very wide hips.
Yeah, a narrow tummy on the armor.
But then again, I imagine so does Ruby's father. So
he's dummy thick.
Like a bowl of oatmeal.
We need. Given the recent incidents, the Rorik wants us to begin taking in and interviewing vigilantes. There's already talk from the governor about needing to catalog powered individuals.
Interviewing? Catalog? Oh, no such thing as bad press, I suppose.
So you're all gonna go with them?
I can imagine Starling fidgeting with her hands. Well, yeah, I was gonna go. I just wanted to know how long it would take because I cannot be late for that professor's class again. He's gonna kill me.
And
listen, kid, get out of here. And Dawn sort of perks up a little bit. Never thought I'd hear that from a sanctioned hero. Go get to your classes and stop doing this, alright? Seriously, let the professional...
Is it gonna take that long?
You don't want to get mixed in with all of this. Go live a proper life.
Yeah, but my friends weren't gonna leave me, so I'm not gonna leave my friends.
Listen, they walk up to you. And they're much taller than you, so you're at chest height with them as they look down. This is the line of work you only get into if you have no other option. This is dangerous work, not something you do for fun. This is a career line where people die.
Can I do something?
Go ahead.
So, I'm trying to figure out how she can do this. You know how she can make a sword?
Yeah.
She makes a little knife, and she goes, I think I can handle it. And she slices the palm of her hand, and a few minutes after she does it, the hand just fucking heals up.
Ooh.
They look at you a long moment. Don't say I didn't give you a chance to back out.
As long as I'm in class tomorrow. Even if I'm late.
We'll see.
Hey,
Sam,
before you go, it's great fighting with you today, Starling.
It was
Take care of
great
those
fighting
classes.
with you today.
who said
Maybe
you were
we'll-
Who said you were going anywhere? Samus looks at you.
I'm saying goodbye.
Bit of a
This
double
is-
standard.
This is what we do when we want to peacefully and kindly bid someone farewell when they're leaving.
You're both coming with me.
I got myself into this mess. I've made my bed. I'm going to lie in it.
Samus now looking at you, Ruby. It's just like you're both coming with me. Give Starling a chance out. Is not giving that to you.
I
The
sorry,
thing is, Starling was... Go ahead.
Yeah, could I, out of character as Jade, try to explain that I was trying to... Sorry, is my understanding that, like, Starling was given the pass to go for classes while Ruby wasn't?
Starling is coming
Yeah.
with Samus anyway.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. Starling is voluntarily coming with them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, like,
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, it was a misunderstanding. Yeah, Samus brings the 2 fingers to the side of their helmet. We've taken down the monster, and we have 3 vigilantes who are taking it with us.
while he's counting 1, 2, and is looking around for a third one. He doesn't know what a vigilante is.
Alright, everybody, on my boat, Navy SEAL says.
Oh, boat.
Navy
It's okay.
SEAL? Where?
It's okay. I've been on a boat before. Do you have, boat sickness bags? Because I might.
I have a side to my boat.
That'll work.
So you're all ushered onto the boat, and 1 boat ride later, you're all
By the way,
Hmm?
Salad, here's your gun back. Ow.
Give me that! He swipes it from your hand angrily. You got another hero point, you bastard.
Starling just reaches over and pats Ollie on the shoulder. It's okay, buddy. I don't know how to use those either.
Thank you.
Your hat is too big.
I'm starting to think nothing can kill you, and frankly, I'm impressed.
Alright, all of you are gonna get brought on the boat.
Give me my hat.
Oh, yeah, you and Dolan swap hats back.
As soon as Bobby puts the hat on, Ollie like scratches his eyes and does a double take. Hey, you're that ugly Homo sapien I saw at the bank. Hey, you're terrific.
What did he just call
A
you?
human? An ugly human?
Oh, wait! Oh, hi! It's Buffy!
Is that what that means?
Hey, Sterling!
Hi, Bobby!
Hmm. You two
You
met.
look awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does the boat just turn into like a social cruise and we all like get to know each other?
You can roleplay during the boat ride.
Sterling, you remember Sterling? Remember the building fell and everything? That was
I
Sterling.
got impaled. You two panicked because I pulled it out.
Right. Things were a little hectic. And you disappeared pretty fast.
I wasn't feeling well.
I can
Actually,
guess.
Kinda not feeling well now.
You guys are a lot bigger than you are on TV, which is not something I can say about myself.
Aren't you one of the ones who broke into the military base?
Uh,
Look at
Well,
Ollie.
depend. Which time are you talking about?
Before we came over here.
Which time?
Yeah.
You
I only
broke it in
once.
What?
Well, the second time I went in through the front entrance.
The
See, I was
second time-
applying for a job, see.
Huh.
Which reminds me, I put on my clip-on tie.
Surely get hired this time.
And I like slick back my my little hoodie.
If you
my
spend a
hood
hit
thing.
point on it, it will grant you. it'll grant you charisma boosts.
Do you have another one of those? I feel like I have to make a good impression.
All I've got is a stupid bow tie.
I'll take it.
All right.
But Sterling, all you need to do is smile. You have a winning smile.
You see her cheeks kind of turn red.
I don't know exactly what's going to be happening with you. We don't really have a precedent yet for how recruiting a vigilante works.
Well, I can vouch for Sterling. For sure.
If it's anything like what happened with me, Dolan leaning on leaning on the railing. I had military service before this, so I was given permission to become a professional bounty hunter. Getting the license was streamlined for me. I presume you're gonna get a similar situation. He looks at you, Starling. They're gonna want to know your legal name, though.
Oh. Right.
You throw up over the side of the boat, and it's black.
Oh.
What, you? Wait, who does?
Starling.
Oh, you guys, are you okay?
No.
Oh, dear. Okay, someone needs to get her a bag. Or some sort of...
She does
know-
it
you know what?
again.
Does Ollie want to get a barf bag?
He pulls out like a picnic basket.
Oh no.
I'm not puking in that.
Wicker
Okay,
doesn't
there's nothing in it.
Wicker doesn't exactly retain.
all right. You know what? And Ruby's gonna try to just sing some kind of like gentle boat sailing song to
Oh my god.
hopefully,
Use your
help
soothing ability to help with the seasickness.
yeah.
Ruby's song makes you no longer feel nauseous.
Robbie was also rubbed Starling's back.
Mhm.
Gee, you're a
Oh.
terrific singer.
Where were you during testing?
Also, can I roll perception on the black goo that she chunders?
No.
Okay.
It's already gone. It's in the water.
There's
Sorry.
also nothing you would be able to gather from it as a character.
Yeah, well. Okay.
It's just some black shit.
Huh. Well, I guess there's nothing important there, I say as I suck on some ink.
So, Starling is going to like look around at everyone on the boat, and she goes. So they're going to have to know my legal name, which means at some point all of you are going to know my legal name. Fuck it, I might as well. And she reaches up and she takes off the mask and she goes, "My name is Jenna Powell."
Mhm.
I don't
Hmm.
watch, but
Oh.
I think you have very pretty eyes.
Oh, not Starling?
No, not Starling.
Ruby, you recognize her.
Oh. Yeah, wait, you're Jenna Powell?
You were in the bathroom with me.
Your dad is
Well,
on
I
this
mean-
boat, Ruby.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's right.
It's gonna be very careful.
It's gonna be alright.
Oh, my dad's gonna kill me.
Yeah, mine too.
Uh,
Look,
Hey, to be fair, while your identity, Well, we'll likely know your identity. It doesn't have to be released to the public.
Really?
Of course not. There's a need for heroes to protect their identity. Rorik will need to know, though.
Right. And she
Oh.
puts the mask back on.
If people know who you are, they may target family members to get to you.
They wouldn't want to
But
do
no
that.
worries. Yeah, but
Wait.
no worries. We're all
Wait,
here
we're
to
going
help
back-
each other out.
We're going back to that military base?
Yeah.
Oops.
I think there's gonna be some questions that need answering from you. And with that, you guys are pulling up onto the base now.
Wow.
As
Hey, this place looks familiar.
you all begin to step out into the military base.
Yeah, I think at some point on the boat, right, like near the end, could Ruby like ask Jenna for a phone number, like trade contact info, so that she can share something important, aka their secret identity, with them outside of the boat, right?
Sheeps?
Sure.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks.
So, when you guys arrive at the military base, you would all sort of get, like, cordoned out, separated, to be interviewed separately. Which is, I think, going to be addressed in each of your individual next episodes, whenever those happen.
Hey!
Individual.
Well, not individual. You may get crossover still, but, like, we're gonna wrap up episode there, and the next session you guys are in, we will address your interviews.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Bobby just hugs her and is like, be nice to her. She did nothing wrong.
Starling's gonna hug him back.
Adorable.
Oh,
Oh.
Could I just not have an interview with? Oh, hi, doctor.
She's, when all the people are showing up, like, she has her arms folded and has a whole team of, like, heavily armored guys, and all these escorted by, like, 8 men, while each of you are escorted by, like, 2.
None of you would come out of this conversation alive.
oh,
Will you come with me, Ollie?
Jesus.
How is he still alive?
I thought of something fucking dark.
Oh, but he's dead, folks.
I thought of something fucking dark.
What? What?
Just look at the flowers, Ollie.
Boy, don't that painting look crooked?
Oh my gosh.
Alright, but, everyone watching, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. And cards will be appearing in a moment. Does anybody want to say anything before we go?
You should join the gas network. We're kind of cool over there, and you can find out how the system works because I'm still trying to learn it.
You can also
And
see Sheeps and
can-
Doodle stream there on occasion.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitch over at Books and Smiles. I do things occasionally.
If you're on the Twitch end, they should be plugged down below amongst the recommended streamers I have listed.
And go support Ollie Rick on Ko-fi.
Right. Actually,
Go give him money.
Yeah.
worth noting, supporting me on Ko-fi gets you background information such as character dossiers, enemy dossiers, and other bits of background information. I'm working on getting more and more out as time goes forward. By the time this episode goes live on YouTube, we will have multiple character dossiers. I want to have one per episode is the goal. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoyed this episode. Or hey, anyone else want to say anything real quick?
Just this. That's it.
Alright, end cards appearing in a moment.